Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Miss English Channel, where learning English feels warm, simple, and real. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Hello, friends. How are you today? I hope you had a good breakfast, or at least a strong coffee.
Yes, coffee first, grammar later. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, daily routines.
Daily routines. Like waking up, getting ready, going to work or school, right?
Exactly. We'll share real-life English phrases you can use to talk about your morning habits. Simple, useful, and natural.
I like that. Mornings can be tough, you know? My alarm rings and my brain says, 5 more minutes.
That's everyone, Paul. Okay, let's start from the beginning. When you wake up, you can say, I usually wake up at 7.
Or, I get up early because I have to go to work. Wait, Emily, what's the difference between wake up and get up?
Good question. Wake up means your eyes open. Get up means you leave the bed.
So I can say, I wake up at 7, but get up at 7:30?
Perfect. And sometimes people say, I hit the snooze button. That means they delay the alarm.
I do that every day. It's my morning exercise, hitting snooze.
Let's talk about breakfast. What's your usual breakfast, Paul?
Coffee, toast, and maybe an egg if I have time. What about you?
I like oatmeal with fruit, but sometimes just a banana on the go. You can say, I grab a quick breakfast.
That's useful. Grab a quick breakfast. I'll use that tomorrow when I'm late again.
Here's another one. I make myself a cup of coffee. It's a common morning phrase.
Nice. Or, I prepare breakfast for my family. That sounds responsible.
It does. You can also say, I take a shower, or I brush my teeth. These are part of your morning routine.
What about clothes? Can I say I wear my work clothes?
Better to say, I get dressed, or I put on my work clothes.
Got it. I get dressed quickly because I'm always late. That's true for me.
We all have those mornings. Sometimes I say, I rush out the door. It means leaving quickly.
That's me every Monday. I rush out with one shoe on.
Let's add one more phrase. I leave home for work at 8. Simple, but very natural.
So we have wake up, get up, take a shower, get dressed, grab breakfast, and leave home? That's a full morning.
Exactly. Let's practice together, friends. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7.
I get up at 7:30.
I grab a quick breakfast.
I leave home for work.
Well done! You're already building your morning vocabulary.
Emily, mornings always feel like a race. Do you ever feel that?
Of course I do. But I've learned to slow down. Sometimes I just open the window, feel the morning air, and say, thank you for a new day.
That's nice. Maybe I'll try that tomorrow, after my 3rd snooze.
Baby steps, Paul. Baby steps.
You know, Emily, mornings, I think, show who we are. Some people plan carefully, others just run and hope for the best.
True, but even a small habit, like saying one English phrase in the morning, can change your whole day.
That's a great idea. You could say, good morning, world, or today will be a good day.
Exactly. And if you say it in English, your brain wakes up twice. Once for the day and once for learning.
Wow, double energy. I like that.
So friends, tomorrow morning, try using one new phrase you learned today, and maybe tell us in the comments.
Yes, comment your morning routine in English. We'd love to read it.
Okay, Paul, shall we move to the next part of our day?
Sure. After breakfast comes work or study, the busy part.
Let's talk about that next. How to describe your work or study schedule in English. All right, everyone. So after we leave home, our real day begins. Work, study, meetings, or classes. How do we talk about that in English?
Yes, that's a big part of life. I start work at 9. So I usually say, I go to work at 9 o'clock.
That's perfect, simple and clear. You can also say, I start work at 9, or my class starts at 9.
Oh, so we can use the same structure for both. Start work, start class. Easy.
Exactly. And if you want to talk about where you work, say, I work at a company, or I study at a university.
I work at an office in the city. But honestly, the traffic is crazy. I spend 1 hour getting there.
You can say, I commute to work. Commute means to travel from home to your workplace or school.
Got it. I commute by bus, or I commute by motorbike. That sounds professional.
It does. Now, how do you describe your tasks, Paul?
I can say, I have meetings in the morning, or I answer emails.
Exactly. And if you're a student, you can say, I take notes, or I do homework.
Oh, that's right. I take notes during class. Easy to remember.
Here's a useful phrase. I'm busy with work. It means you have a lot to do.
Yes, I always say that. I'm busy with work. It sounds like I'm important.
Everyone says that, even when they're not.
So true. What about when we talk about breaks?
You can say, I take a short break, or I have lunch with my colleagues.
I like that one. I have lunch with my colleagues, or I eat lunch at my desk.
That's very real. And when you finish your work, you can say, I finish work at 5, or I get off work at 6.
Get off work. That's a good phrase. More natural than just finish.
Yes, native speakers use it a lot. Now, let's add some time expressions. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening.
Like, I have a meeting in the morning, or I study in the evening.
Perfect. Simple time words make your sentences sound more natural.
Emily, do you remember your first job?
Oh, yes. I worked at a bookstore. I loved it. The smell of paper, quiet music, and coffee nearby.
That sounds nice. My first job was teaching kids. I learned patience. A lot of patience.
That's a good story. You can say, I used to work as a teacher. Used to means something you did in the past.
Ah, like I used to study late at night, but now I fall asleep at 10.
Exactly. Used to helps you talk about old habits.
Let's try a mini practice. Repeat after us. I start work at 9.
I have lunch at noon.
I finish work at 5.
I go home in the evening.
Nice job, everyone. You can use these phrases every day.
Now, Paul, what do you usually do after work?
I like to relax. Maybe watch a movie, play guitar, or meet friends.
That's our next topic, talking about free time after work.
Yes, the fun part. But first, can I ask one thing, Emily?
Sure.
Sometimes I want to say I'm still working late. Do I say I'm working overtime?
Exactly. Overtime means you work more hours than usual. You can say, I'm working overtime this week.
Got it. And if I want to say I finish early?
Then say, I get off work early.
I like that one. I'll use it tomorrow, hopefully.
Let's hope so. Before we move on, let's spotlight a few keywords.
Yes, vocabulary spotlight time.
First word, commute, means traveling from home to work. Example, I commute by bus.
Second word, overtime, extra working hours. Example, I work overtime on Fridays.
Third phrase, get off work, to finish work for the day. Example, I get off work at 6.
Those are great. Remember them, friends. They make your daily English sound real.
So, after work or school, what happens next?
Finally, it's time to rest, to have fun, to be human again.
Yes, let's move to our next topic. What to say when you talk about your free time after work. Now the day slows down a little. The sun is lower, the city gets quiet, and it's time to enjoy your evening.
Finally, after work, I like to say, I go home and relax. Simple, honest, and true.
That's a great one. You can also say, I take a rest, or I unwind after a long day. Unwind means to relax and let go of stress.
Nice word. Unwind. So I can say, I unwind by watching YouTube?
Exactly. Or I unwind with a cup of tea. It sounds peaceful, right?
Yes, very peaceful. But sometimes I don't unwind. I just fall asleep on the sofa.
That's still relaxing. You can say, I take a nap, or I fall asleep watching TV.
That happens to me almost every day. But on good days, I go out with friends.
Then you can say, I hang out with friends. It means to spend time together, maybe talk, eat, or walk around.
I hang out with my friends after work. Sounds natural.
Perfect. You can also say, I go for a walk, or I meet friends for dinner, or I read a book.
I like reading before bed. It helps me calm down. I can say, I read a book to relax.
That's great English. Now, some people like to exercise. For example, I go to the gym or I do yoga in the evening.
I tried yoga once. My body said, no.
That's okay, Paul. You can say, I prefer walking or I ride my bike after work.
Yes, that's me. I ride my bike near the park. The air feels fresh and the noise disappears.
That's a beautiful picture. You can say, it helps me clear my mind.
That's a great phrase. Clear my mind. To feel calm and focused again.
Exactly. You can also use spend time with family. For example, I spend time with my kids after work.
Oh yes, family time. I call my parents every evening. I talk to my mom on the phone.
That's wonderful. Little things like that make your day meaningful.
You know, Emily, sometimes after work, I feel too tired to do anything. What should I say?
You can say, I'm exhausted, or I'm too tired to go out. It's natural English.
I'm exhausted after work. Easy. But I try to do something fun. Maybe play guitar or listen to music.
Music is a great topic. You can say, I listen to music to relax, or I watch movies to unwind.
I think our listeners can practice with these phrases tonight.
Yes, let's do a quick mini practice together. Ready?
Repeat after us, friends.
I hang out with friends after work.
I listen to music to relax.
I go for a walk in the evening.
I spend time with my family.
Nice work. You're building a strong evening vocabulary.
Emily, do you know what I love most about evenings?
What's that?
It feels like a reward. You finish a long day and finally, you can do something for yourself.
Yes, that's true. That's why I tell my students, your free time is your recharge time.
Recharge, like charging a phone.
Exactly. When you rest or do something you love, you recharge your mind.
I like that. So we can say, I recharge by watching my favorite show.
Perfect example. Learning English works the same way. Take small breaks, then come back stronger.
That's a good reminder.
Now, how about weekends? Everyone loves to talk about them.
Yes, the best part of the week, when alarms disappear and life feels slower.
That's right. Let's move to our final part, talking about weekend plans in English. The weekend, everyone's favorite time. The week feels long, but Saturday morning brings a new kind of energy.
Yes, I love weekends. I usually say, I sleep in on Saturday. It means I wake up late.
Exactly. That's a great phrase. Sleep in. It sounds relaxed. You can also say, I don't set an alarm.
That's my rule every Saturday. No alarm, no stress.
Same here. Now, what do you usually do on weekends?
Sometimes I clean my room, do laundry, and cook something nice.
Then you can say, I do chores or I tidy up my room. Chores are small housework tasks.
Got it. I do chores on the weekend. Simple and useful.
And of course, weekends are also for fun. You can say, I go out with friends or I visit my family.
I often say I meet my friends for lunch. That's a good weekend plan.
Perfect. You can also say, I go shopping, I go hiking, or I travel to the countryside.
I like that last one. I travel to the countryside to relax. Sounds peaceful.
It does. And if you like staying at home, you can say, I stay home and watch movies, or I read books all weekend.
That's me sometimes. My weekend mood depends on my energy.
That's natural. Here's another phrase. I catch up on sleep. It means you sleep more to recover.
I love that one. I catch up on sleep. That's basically my weekend plan every week.
Many people do that. But weekends can also be productive. You can say, I study English on weekends.
Yes, I do that too. I practice new phrases, watch English shows, and repeat what I hear.
That's an excellent habit. Just 15 minutes a day can change your confidence.
Emily, sometimes I say I chill at home. Is that okay?
Yes, chill is casual and modern. It means to relax. You can say, I chill with my family.
Perfect. I chill with my cat. That's my weekend vibe.
That's a good one. Let's give our listeners a few more phrases to describe weekend activities.
Sure. I go for a picnic. I watch a football match. I go to the beach. I visit my grandparents.
Nice list. And if you're planning something, you can say, I'm going to meet my friends, or I'm planning to travel.
Yes, using I'm going to makes it sound natural for future plans.
Exactly. Let's practice a few lines together. Repeat after us. I sleep in on Saturday.
I do chores and relax.
I go out with friends.
I study English on the weekend.
Well done, everyone. These are daily life sentences you can use right away.
Emily, I like how every part of the day teaches us a little English. Morning, work, evening, and weekend.
That's right, Paul. Language lives inside your daily routine. Every action can become a small English practice.
So even if you just say, I wake up, I go to work, or I eat breakfast, you're already speaking English.
Exactly. Don't wait for perfect sentences. Use simple ones every day.
Because small steps become big progress, right?
Yes, Paul. One phrase today, 2 phrases tomorrow. Soon you'll speak naturally.
Friends, try this. Comment one English sentence about your weekend. Something real, something small.
We'll read them in the next episode. And remember, making mistakes is part of learning.
Every time you try, your English grows stronger.
Exactly. Even one phrase today means your mind is growing.
So, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep speaking.
Thank you for joining us today on Ms. English Channel.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe.
And remember, one English phrase a day is one step closer to confidence.
See you next time, friends. Have a lovely day.
And a peaceful weekend ahead. Bye for now.